I really can't do this anymore, Mom. I don't want this boring, bland-ass woman to be my mom. You're so lame. I can't believe it. Mom, I need you to do me a favor and just go get plastic surgery right away. You can't look like that around me. Wait, what? Why so suddenly? What's going on? What the hell were you thinking, Mom? Showing up at our open classroom day like that? All of my friends' moms were so beautiful and their clothing was all fancy and done well. Their makeup was also super perfect, and then you had to go and show up as my mom. You realize that you're probably the only person in the world that would show up in a boring old dress like that, right? Do you realize how embarrassed I was when you showed up? Everyone in the classroom will be laughing and talking about how my mom is so lame for years to come. Are you seriously that upset because I showed up in a suit and no caked-on makeup? What do you mean, that upset? Yes, I'm upset because it's a huge deal, Mom. This is important. If you're ugly, then all of my friends will look at me and say that I'm the girl with an ugly mom. Don't you get it? Ugh, you're so lame. I don't think there's anyone in that classroom that would make fun of you for what I'm wearing to your open classroom. Besides, I was wearing a suit because I just had an important meeting at work and I didn't have time to get changed. It's not like I normally wear a suit when I'm just out and about. Mom has got to go back to work anyway after I swing by and look at your open classroom. There's no point in me changing out of my clothes and then going back into a suit to go back to work. Ugh, I hate this, Mom. I can't believe that my own mother won't take off work for one single day when her own daughter has open classroom day. My mother prefers her stupid desk job over her own flesh and blood. I'm seriously just so sick and tired of having this terrible mother. It's so sad. All of my friends' moms are stay-at-home moms who always look after their family instead of work. Family is their top priority, so they don't go outside and work when they could be raising their own kids. That's what they all tell me. You realize that family is my #1 priority too, right? That's why I'm working hard every day to make sure that you have a place to eat and sleep, clothes to wear, and a phone to use to text your friends. Yes, you cannot work and stay at home to take care of the house to make sure your family has a clean house, but taking care of your family can be done by going outside of the house with a job to make money so that your family can keep living the life it wants. That's all the same. What? I've never heard such a terrible excuse. You don't need to go out and work for money for this house to keep existing. You just want to leave. And let's be real. It's not like you actually make a lot of money anyway, Mom. Stop acting like you're this amazing breadwinner and I'm allowed to get the newest iPhone every season. What the hell are you saying to your own mother? You want to know why I know? We have a super great dad who is really incredible at cooking. Our house would be perfectly fine with just Dad's restaurant. We don't need your stupid pocket change from your stupid job. Recently, he's been featured on some incredible magazine too. That's how famous his cooking is. Yeah, you're right about that. And his sales records have been incredible so far. I agree. Maybe you're right. We don't need my income from my job. It's really just a small addition to our house. Then I want you to quit your job and just stay at home like the other moms. Just take care of things at home. Be a stay-at-home mom. Quit your stupid job and do all of the things around the house so I don't have to do anything. Also, I want you to get plastic surgery and get a lot better at your makeup because, oh my god, as it stands, you're just an embarrassment to me when you show up. Hey, Hilda, I have to say, I really like my face the way it is right now, and I really love the office that I work in. I love my job. Yes, maybe I work full-time, and yes, I leave the house, but that doesn't mean that I've skipped out on anything at the house. I've taken care of everything around the house. Are you sure you're not okay with how things are now? You really want it to change? Of course I want it to change. You keep saying family is the most important thing to you, that it's priority #1. Well, your priority #1 is asking you to do something, so listen to her wishes. Your own daughter is saying that she's sad and upset because her boring and lame mom is embarrassing her at school. Do you understand? If you're my mom, you should just shut your face and listen to everything that she has to ask of you. Hilda. Also, I want this to be clear. I'm saying all of this for your own good, Mom. You should really be thanking me that I'm being this honest with you. Imagine if you just kept this up and you were just this boring, bland lady who's just got, like, no makeup skills and is quickly aging. Dad is seriously gonna just go for that other lady that's working at his restaurant. You remember that new girl that started working there part-time? You won't be able to say shit back to him when he ends up divorcing you because you're just choosing to remain an ugly old hag. Wait, what are you talking about? Wait, hang on. You're seriously going to tell me that you haven't figured it out yet? Haven't you seen how much Dad dresses up recently? He's been doing his best to look really good every single day he goes to work. You want to know why he does that? It's because he's busy bumping uglies with the new part-time worker that he just hired. I'm pretty sure they're dating too. She's super cute and petite and she works hard too. Honestly, she's just better than you. And how old was she again? I think she was 26, right? She's literally like almost an entire generation younger than you. Kinda makes sense why Dad would be head over heels for her. Can't really blame him, can you? You're kidding, right? You're just being hurtful. I thought that he was just trying to be a little more fancy for the magazines. I didn't realize that he was having an affair. What the hell? Yeah, exactly. So let me give you my advice. You need to drop the stupid job and start getting your plastic surgery done right away. If you don't become the super mom that we need you to be, then you're gonna lose your seat as mother to the new, cute, and improved mom. Damn it, Joseph, talk to me. Is it true that you're dating the new girl at work, Sarah? I just found out about this and this better not be real. You need to talk to me right now.
What? When did you find out about this? How did you find out?
Oh my god, Joseph. So it's true. You're actually going out with Sarah. What the hell? I cannot believe that you are out playing hooky with some random girl at work when you literally have a wife and a child at home. And to make things even worse, you were having an affair with someone you hired to work with you. How could you possibly sleep with her?
I'm so sorry.
Our store was finally gaining traction too. How could you do such a thing? You're going to ruin it all. You better not get full of yourself just because some magazines and TV shows are all running to interview you. You're still the same husband that I married a while ago. Here's what you need to do right away. You need to break off everything with Sarah. Don't keep this affair going. Actually, you know what? You need to go ahead and fire her right away. Don't let her keep working there. She's a risk. She's starting to have a really negative effect on our daughter. Have you spoken to her recently?
Break it off with her? Oh, come on, Carla. You're really gonna try and get between our true love? I've never fallen for anyone this hard.
What? Are you being serious? You're gonna be talking about falling for some young girl when you are literally texting your own wife?
I'm sorry, Carla. I can't. I have no intention of breaking off anything with Sarah. I'm actually considering moving in the opposite direction, actually. I want to break it off with you, to be honest. That would be the best for me. Let's get a divorce. Sarah currently has my child. She's pregnant and I know that child is mine, so yeah. We're gonna have kids together.
What? Are you being serious right now? Tell me you're lying. You actually got her pregnant?
I can't ask her to terminate the pregnancy. I would never ask her to get an abortion. Plus, the more important thing is that I really love her from the bottom of my heart. I can't just let that go. So please, Carla, I'm asking you nicely. I'm begging you to let me get a divorce with you. Please, let's get a divorce. I want to be her family. I want her to be my wife from now on until forever.
You're lying, right? Please tell me you're kidding. Let me get this straight. You're telling me that you're dumping me for the new girl that you met at your workplace? Is that what you're saying? I've done nothing but support you this whole time. I've done my best to be the best wife I could to you. Even when the store wasn't doing well, I was there for you. I never left your side. Who was there for you, supporting you when you were depressed because your store just kept about being in the negatives, Tell me, who was it?
I really do thank you from the bottom of my heart, Carla. You have been incredible. I really want to thank you because you're right, you've done nothing but support me this far. But I'm sorry. Going forward, I want her to be my rock, and I want to be hers. I want the relationship I have with you to be replaced with her. I want to become the happiest man alive with her, not you. Do you understand what I'm saying, Carla?
Oh my god, you're serious?
I'll go get the divorce papers from the city office tomorrow. You don't have to worry about a thing. Once you've had some time to really organize your thoughts and agree to everything, go ahead and sign the papers and give them to me.
Oh my god. I heard from Dad. He told me everything. Apparently, you're gonna get a divorce, right? I'm so glad that you two aren't gonna be together anymore. And you won't be my mom. The best part about all of this is that I literally predicted this whole series of events happening right before they actually happen. I'm such a genius. What the hell are you laughing about, Hilda? How can you be so insensitive? Your own father was having an affair. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's no joke. He cheated on your mom. It's been an entire night and I really just can't let this go. This is actually the worst thing that has ever happened to me. How am I supposed to get over it? Wait. You're telling me that you think Dad is in the wrong? You really need to get your head checked out if you think it's his fault. Besides, it's your fault for being cheated on. I mean, seriously, you really should look in the mirror. You need to take a big look in the mirror, like I said, and start feeling guilty for not being more of an appealing woman for Dad. You really can't blame him. What the hell did you just say to me? I literally told you yesterday, Mom. Don't say that no one warned you about this. You can't just be this boring, bland mom. You need to be more attractive. Let's look at the facts. Some random old lady who's pretty ugly and refuses to use any kind of makeup versus a very young mom and cute woman who takes care of herself. Of course Dad is gonna choose Sarah. Are you serious right now? No man in his right mind would ever choose you. You're being so terrible right now, Hilda. You're gonna sit there and say that Mom is in the wrong for everything, huh? Blame everything on me? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. So pack your shit and get the hell out already. Why are you still here? No one needs you at this house anymore. You're just a used up old hag. Goodbye. Wait, what? Get the hell out? Hang on a second. Are you telling me that you're not gonna be coming with me when I leave the house? I'm leaving alone? What? Hang on. Are you being serious? You really thought that I would leave the house with you? Of all the people? Don't worry, Mom. I've taken you the liberty of taking the divorce papers to the city office. I took it this morning all by myself. Oh, and just so you know, I made sure that Dad would have full custody of me. You're never gonna get to see me again, and I'm so glad I don't have to see you. I'm going to be living a new and amazing life with Sarah from now on. Woo! I'm so excited. What? You hang on just a moment, young lady. You just said that you already went to turn in the divorce papers to the city office? I read that right? Yeah, when I got home from school, I saw the divorce papers sitting on the living room table. You really should be better about hiding your private life stuff. It looked like you and Dad already signed it and it was all ready to go and everything. So I did what I could as an excellent daughter and just went to the city office a second ago and submitted it for you. You should be thanking me. You're kidding, right? You're just messing with me like usual. The divorce papers that I signed this morning, the fact that his signature was already on the papers too, means that he must have came home sometime during lunch just to come sign the papers. I don't believe what's happening. Let's be real, Carla. Things like this are much better if you just get it over quickly. You can't just let it drag on. I am so excited to see what Dad says when he comes home. He must eventually be overjoyed to see that the papers are turned in. I'm going to brag to him that his lovely daughter went and turned in the divorce papers early for him. Honestly, maybe Dad and Sarah will both be super happy that their lovely daughter was just so kind for them. Hey, Hilda. let me ask you one more time. You're really sure that you're going to be staying with Dad? You're not going to be leaving the house with me? You need to tell me that you're going to stay with Dad and his stupid mistress. That's what you want? You're not going to have any regrets about this, are you? I'm asking you one last time. Why the hell would I regret this at all, you freaking idiot? I won't have any regrets. If anything, I'm ecstatic about this whole divorce. I don't think I've been this happy for a really long time. Sarah has always been incredibly kind and she's super cute, so honestly, I've always been a huge fan of her. She's just the most amazing woman. It's been like a dream come true. If she becomes my new mom, could you imagine how much I could brag about a cute mom like her? I can just brag to all of my friends about how much of an amazing mom I have. They won't be able to say anything back to me. Okay, I understand, Hilda. I don't need your bland and lame ass as a mom. You're just useless to me in this family. No one needs you, so pack your shit and get the hell out. I already have a really cute and young replacement mom, so don't let the door hit you on the way out. Bye. Understood loud and clear. This mom, who isn't actually your real mom, will be leaving. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. I'll be sure to take all of my belongings and get out of the house as soon as possible. Don't worry. I should probably go to the city office and make sure that the divorce papers have successfully been submitted and accepted before I leave, huh? Wouldn't want to not get a divorce at this point. I'll just go somewhere else to find a place to live real quick. It shouldn't take me that long to move out of the house and be out of your hair. I'm not going to be going home ever again, so you can just go ahead and gather all of Mom's belongings and throw it away or sell it or whatever you like. You do what you want with it. Wait, hang on just a second though, Mom. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, not my real mom? I need you to understand what you're talking about when you say that you're not my real mom. Is that some kind of riddle? No, there's no riddle there, sweetheart. It just means that we're not related at all. I'm not your mother. I really thought that I did my best for you. I thought that I raised you right, but alas, I guess it didn't work out, huh? Can't beat blood. I think that there really is something that you can't get past when you're not just really biologically mother and daughter, you know? My real daughter would never be this way. But I mean, what's nice about all of this is that I don't have to pay for any kind of child support, so I feel much better about cutting off needless weight. What are you talking about, not related? This is the first time I heard you say anything about that. You're just saying that to yank my chain. I don't understand what you're talking about at all. Honestly, if you want to know more about where you came from, you can just talk to your dad. I don't want anything to do with it. Alright, I gotta go now. I'm gonna get ready for my new and amazing life without your stupid cheating father. Hey, I talked to Dad. Is it true that I'm not your real daughter? Am I really the child of some random woman when Dad was having an affair? Tell me the truth or so help me I will lose my mind. Ah, so you went and asked your father, huh? Didn't it take too long? I know it sounds absolutely ridiculous, dear, but I promise you that that is the whole truth. You're the child of some random hookup. That's the truth. That's the whole reason that Dad opened up his own restaurant to begin with. It wasn't some kind of random dream. Wait, what? Oh, wait, hang on. He didn't tell you about that story, huh? Sorry, I think I got a little too carried away with myself. Oh well, cat's out of the bag now. Your father was a terrible man and had an affair with someone that he worked with back at his old store. When she got pregnant, the whole store was just this giant storm of who did it what and who's responsible for what. To put a long story short, your father started his own store because he was fired from his old company for sleeping with one of his employees. So, pretty much the same reason he's getting a divorce now. Are you being serious right now? And then after you were born, that woman who gave birth to you? Yeah, she bolted real fast. She was nowhere to be found and we were left with you. Oh, and she did leave a note with you and a smelly diaper. I think it said something like, I don't want this child. Please take good care of her. Goodbye. I don't remember exactly. That's why we took you in and we raised you as our own. I actually did my best to raise you as my own, like I said before. The child of the mistress that my husband had slept with, causing him to lose his job. A brand new store that your father had just opened like 2 months earlier. Honestly, it was so incredibly busy back then, I don't even really remember anything that happened. It was all just a huge blur, and before I knew it, he cheated again. But what the hell? So you're telling me that I was just some child whose actual biological mother just abandoned entirely? I was an unwanted child? I mean, yeah, that's one way you can put it. I'm not sure I would want to be so harsh on you, but... Of course, at the time, we both considered getting a divorce. It wasn't like we were just so okay with everything and we moved on. But you know what? I promised that I would do what I can for the rest of my life with this man and that I wouldn't just let go. I made a promise to him and myself. That's why I said, okay, let's take you in and raise you as our daughter. I knew that I had to do this. And that's why I decided that we would try again at this whole marriage thing. And I really did my best to make this whole thing work too. I did my best to support you and love you and care for you. And I did my best to support the store and the house too. There was never a day that I didn't prioritize my child or family first. But who knew that the result of all that hard work and effort is this? My own daughter hating me, and my husband having an affair with some random woman. Oh, Mom, I want you to get along with Dad and Sarah, okay? You make sure everything stays smooth. Oh, and of course, you have to take care of the baby that's gonna be born real soon. You gotta get along with it too. Don't just let it go. Alright, good luck. Have a good life. Wait, hang on, Mom. Just 1 second. About that. Would it be alright if I just go with you, Mom? I really have thought about it and think that it'd be better to be with you. What? Why the sudden change of heart, dear? You finally got what you wished for. A cute and young mom, right? I'll take my ugly ass and leave you all alone, since that is what you all seem like you want. You literally told me to get my lame, ugly, and boring ass out as soon as possible, remember? You said there was no use for someone like me in that household. Actually, I want to tell you the truth. Dad told me that I needed to get out of the house and that I have no choice to stay with them. That he was going to start a new family and I was just in the way. What? I actually heard from Dad a second ago. He told me about the baby that's in Sarah's belly. I didn't know about it till literally 20 minutes ago. He just told me out of the blue. He says that it was a girl, and I was so excited that I have a cute mom that's young, and I would even be getting a younger daughter to come with that. What a great deal, right? But Dad talked to me after that, and he said that he wants to live with his real family, and real family only. So he wanted me to pack my things and get ready to leave the house because I'm unwelcome. He said that Sarah actually doesn't like me at all because I was born from some random woman that she didn't know, and that he's gonna prioritize her wishes. Then he said that I have a few choices, but the smartest thing that I could do for myself is just to get out of the house with you. Oh my god, they're actually one of the most rotten people. They're gonna push this unrelated child onto me? After all that they've done to me? Yeah, we'll see about that. Right? I'm agreeing with you. How could they possibly do me like that? Just chase me out of the house. I'm Dad's child too, you know. He can't just kick me out over some random woman. So please, would it be alright if I just follow you? I need somewhere to go and I really don't know where else I can go. Would that be okay? Yeah, of course not. You can't come with me. You better not come and show up at my house either. I'm not gonna let you anywhere near me. Wait, what? Oh, come on. Don't like you're just an innocent little victim here, you little rotten shit. You have no right to be mad at those two either. You're just as bad as them. You were the one that told me that it can't be helped that Dad chooses the younger girl. I remember what you said. You were pretty disgusting. In other words, this is the exact same thing that happened to me. Dad loves the unborn baby that he's having with his mistress more than he would ever love you. Do you understand what I'm saying, dear? You're being thrown away again. He would much rather prefer this adorable unborn baby that he's having with his lovely little mistress than this bitch of a middle school brat that is nothing but headaches for everyone. Why would you be so mean to me, Mom? I've literally been your daughter for 15 years. And how could you tell your own daughter to not show up at your house? How could you? Where the hell am I supposed to go? Dad hates me, Sarah hates me, you're telling me to stay the hell away. How am I supposed to do anything without my parents when I'm literally only in middle school? What am I supposed to do? I mean, I don't know what to tell you, dear. I don't have any shape or form of custody of you, and to make things even better, I'm not related to you at all either. The only other way that I see you existing at all is convincing Dad as best as you can. You can't come to me. I'm not helping you. No matter how hard I convince him, it's going to be hell. Even if he says yes, I still have to deal with Sarah. Think about it. I have to live with a dad that doesn't want me there, and Sarah, who doesn't even like me because I'm just some random child. Are you seriously not going to help me at all, Mom? You're just going to abandon me and leave me stranded? Yeah, of course I'm going to do that. I've done my absolute best raising you for 15 long, hard years, but at this point, I don't think there's any shred of love or responsibility left in me for you. Okay, this is it for me, Hilda. Goodbye. Have a nice life.
Oh my god, Carla, what the hell should I do? The store is in a huge crisis right now. I can't do anything about it. People stopped showing up entirely, and this month, we're just gonna be bleeding money. I don't know how to stop this. Until just recently, it was just reservation after reservation, and the store was full literally every single day. Now, there are no reservations at all every day, and I don't think I've even seen a single customer for the longest time. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Oh no, that's not good. What are you going to do? You even have a baby on the way too. What are your plans for the baby? I'm sure you're gonna need a lot of money real soon.
Why are you talking to me like it's just someone else's problem, huh? How could you be this cold to me? All this has to do with you too, doesn't it? You're responsible for this mess. I have a hunch that you're just running around town, yapping away about how terrible this restaurant is, and slandering it. That's why everyone stopped showing up.
What?
That's the only explanation for this whole thing. There's no other reason that anyone would just stop showing up all of a sudden like this. You're just pissed off that you were rejected and thrown away, so you're just trying to get in the way of my success as a restaurant owner.
Yeah, you must think that I'm bored or something. I would never have that much time on my hands to take revenge or anything. The only thing that I am guilty of is that I had to go around telling people that I got a divorce with you. I think the only groups of people that I told were my company, because I had to, and my parents back at home. No one else. Oh wait, I completely forgot. It shouldn't be that big of a deal though. I told all the parents and guardians over at Hilda's school. They all know too.
Wait, what? You told all the parents and guardians about our divorce? Did you really need to tell everyone that much? Why would you do that? That is absolutely the reason I don't have any more customers showing up at my store. How could you possibly just run around and tell all these people about our business? These are local people.
Wait. Don't get this twisted. Calm down. I didn't tell all of the parents and guardians at Hilda's school just because I was pissed off and hoped that by telling me, they wouldn't go to your restaurant and you'd suffer forever. I did it because it was literally written in the school rule book. I just had to obey the rule because you know how I am. Just a stickler for rules and whatnot. I really had no choice.
What? What are you talking about, Carla? Reporting a divorce is in the school rule book?
Do you remember how I used to be an officer over in the PTA at Hilda's middle school? I'm pretty sure I told you that I was busy often because of that. But we're gonna be getting a divorce. And since we're getting a divorce, and I won't be having any custody of Hilda, I had to quit the PTA, you know. I had no choice. And boy, you wouldn't believe how difficult and annoying it is being a part of the PTA. The bureaucracy. Anytime that any member, especially an officer such as myself, has to leave the PTA in the middle of the season, I have to report the reason to all of the other members. And if I don't have the permission of the other members to resign my position as an officer of the PTA, they won't let me resign. That's the rules, you know. Can't be helped.
What the hell is all that?
Yeah, so I had no real choice in any of it. My hands were tied. I had to tell all of the lovely guardians of the PTA that we were getting a divorce. Oh, don't worry though. I made sure that I didn't tell them about the whole affair thing though. I kept that part to myself. But you know how these things are. People just somehow figure things out and connect the dots. Before you know it, everyone already knows everything.
But, no! So you're telling me that most of the people in this area know that we're getting a divorce? How could this happen to me? Wait, hold on a second. Does that mean they know about my affair and girlfriend's pregnancy too? How much does everyone know? Do they all know about everything that's going on?
I mean, if I were in your position, I would definitely assume that that was the case, yes? That's probably why everyone stopped going to your restaurant. That would be my guess. I don't know anyone in their right mind that would want to eat the food from a chef that cheats on his wife, that he has supported him forever and gets a girl pregnant. Could you imagine what might even be in the food? Ugh, kinda gross to even think about.
Damn it! Damn it all to hell! Everything was going so well! I had my future secured! Even my sales were reaching new records every single day. I had nothing to worry about for a while. Carla, you need to listen to me and listen to me carefully. Help me now. I'm going to be having a child real soon, and I cannot have this restaurant in this condition. I'm literally going to wither and die.
Whoa, what? Why the hell do I have to do something about it? I don't get where that idea came from. I don't give a rat's ass about your stupid restaurant or what happens to it. If anything, I wish it just disappears and you sink with your ship.
Shut the hell up! You realize that I had to take on Hilda because you were the one that rejected her, right? I asked her politely to take you on, and instead, I had to take her. You know how much she cost? She's always asking for the latest and newest iPhone, and she's spending all this money on her stupid makeup. Come to think of it, she's literally your daughter too, so you need to work hard to help me out. Don't just throw all the responsibility on me.
What?
If anything, you better pay up for Hilda's child support. I'll give you a real quick estimate on how much, considering she's going to be attending a private high school and going to college real soon. I'll need to make some monthly payments for tuition. Give me like $1,000 a month.
Oh, don't you even get smart with me, shithead. You better change your tune real fast. Why in the name of God do I have to pay and take care of a child that I didn't give birth to? I don't even have any kind of custody of her anymore. You know what you need to do is go find the woman that you got pregnant and tell her to be paying you $1,000 because it's her child.
You raised her for 15 long years. I know that means something to you. You're basically her real mother. I'm sure she feels that way too, so stop acting stupid. The least you can do for us is pay for her child support every month. I know you can.
Oh man, you really can't be helped, can you? You're just a lost cause. Are you actually reading what you type, or are you just texting whatever you remember from what you dreamt of this morning?
What the hell is that high and mighty attitude you're giving me? How dare you? Besides, you know that Hilda is also in a whale of trouble, no thanks to you, right? It's not just me either. You were supposed to keep the whole not related thing to yourself until she became an adult, and then you had to go and tell her. How could you break our promise like that? Everything is completely screwed up now because you decided that it would be nice to just tell her everything. It's your fault. She hasn't gone to school for over a week now, and she's hanging around a really shady crowd of people. You know, the kind that hang around the skate park late at night.
I mean, yeah, I'm not really surprised to hear that. If you don't have a sense of belonging at home, then it makes sense that she's gonna be finding the next nearest place that she can find someone to want her. Lord knows what she does at those parks.
Please, I'm begging you. I need you to help me out of this. If we can restart the store and get it going again, everything will just work itself out. That's all I need to get done. First off, let's get the store sales going up again. Once the sales are back to where they used to be, then our lives will be much more stable. And then I'll feel much more comfortable dealing with Hilda and having the difficult conversations that I need to have with her. That's why I'm begging you right now. Just help me out. Just this once.
Yeah, that's a solid and definite no from me. Stop trying to drag some stranger into the mess that you created. You deserve everything coming to you, and I hope your daughter goes down with you.
But...
Let's be real. The only reason that there are no more customers coming to your store is because you lack the skills as a chef. If you were a chef that can really run his own store with his own skills, then you could just use your cooking to make people have to come back to your store for more.
What?
Oh my god. I'm saying that if you cooked actually amazing food, then the people will go back to you, no matter what the chef has done in the past or what he is now. But the fact that there are no people coming back to your restaurant speaks more to your cooking than it does to what you did in your private life, or in the kitchen with your mistress.
What the hell?
Alright, good luck with everything though. You were seriously the worst, and I mean that as a father and a husband. But hey, who knows? Maybe your cooking is actually decent.
Joseph's store is still doing pretty terrible, and no one has shown up to come and eat at his store. Oh, and the interviews completely went away as well, so he got no good publicity coming outside of the local areas. He's just been bleeding money this whole time, so people are really counting down the seconds before he has to close up shop. Oh, and Hilda? She's doing great things with awful people, becoming every parent's worst nightmare. At the moment, Joseph's restaurant parking lot is their headquarters. She's gathered a large group of delinquents to hang around, which is probably not helping his case with getting more customers either. I mean, who would want to go to eat at a store where there's a bunch of thugs in a parking lot? However, it's not like Joseph can do anything about it either. He's too terrified to say anything because there are way too many of the delinquents there to fight. At the moment, that whole family is just being treated by all the locals as a terrible cancer to the area, and they're all being avoided.
How's about we just act as though me proposing to you recently never actually happened, Veronica? We're going to stop thinking about getting married. I'm sorry, but let's split up today. I've considered a few things about the two of us, and I just don't think this will work anymore.
What? Wait a second, Raymond. What do you mean we should give up on getting married? You only just proposed to me a week ago, right? And I was so happy to finally be proposed to by you.
And so I'm asking you to act as though something like that never happened between us. I don't want to get married to you anymore. So just forget all of that and let's go back to the way things were a few weeks ago.
I don't understand what's going on here. You had only told me a few days ago that you wanted to grow old and happy with me. Yet now you're asking for us to split up? What the heck is this?
Actually, my mom ended up being against us. And after talking to her for a bit about things, I came to the conclusion of doing as she said and stopping this marriage between us.
What? You're telling me that your mom doesn't want us getting married?
After all the time of her being okay with it, I was so surprised to hear from her that she didn't want us getting married anymore.
Why is she against us getting married now, though? We've been together for almost 10 years now. And during those 10 years, I had seen your mom plenty of times and chatted with her. We've even gone out with one another shopping plenty of times. And now you're saying that your mom no longer wants me to marry you?
She told me that you're a good woman and all, but you're getting too old now and that I need to find someone younger. She followed up by saying that since you're over 30 now, there's only unhappiness waiting for us.
What?
My mom had gotten married when she was 20 and then gave birth to me. And since then, she's always been home as a housewife for all of us. But since you're 30 years old and still don't have experience with kids, as well as aren't planning on quitting her job after we marry, she told me to just give up.
Excuse me?
As a girlfriend or toy, you're fine, but as a wife, there's no need for you. My mom told me that very clearly.
And you're just okay with what your mom said to you? You're going to do as she told you?
Well, my mom promised me that in return for letting you go, she'd introduce me to a much more young and beautiful woman.
Huh?
I think she's gotten pretty close with this one young girl who's working at the flower shop in town. She just happened to show me her picture just the other day. You think she was a model with the amount of beauty she radiates? And she told me that if I think I want to marry a woman like her, then it's totally fine to say goodbye to you.
You're kidding me. That's your reason for wanting to throw me away?
At least you were a good girlfriend these past 10 years, so thanks. Now let's both of us find our true loves and marry them instead.
But you and I have been together for 10 whole years. Ever since we both went to university together. I get that I'm 30 years old now, but I thought that we'd finally be ready to get married. But now you're saying at this time that you're throwing me away because I'm too old?
I know that you're an old woman now, and finding someone to marry you will be tough. But just try your best. Right. Can you make sure to give me back the engagement ring I gave to you? And if we aren't seeing each other again, then send that sucker in the mail for me.
You are the worst. I never once thought that you'd turn into this kind of a man. But I guess throwing away those 10 years of us dating is a whole lot better than throwing away my life getting married to you. I never want to see you around me again.
I think that if I'm going to get married, I'm better off with you. So, Veronica, can you get back together with me?
Huh? Why are you talking to me again? You're asking me to get back together with you? You remember what you did and said to me 5 years ago, right?
I'm sorry about back then. After dating you for 10 years, I accidentally threw you away. I ended up going out with that woman my mom showed me when we were apart, but things didn't go too well between us and we immediately broke up. I've been trying to get with other women, but they all ended up being duds as well. So now I see that I can only marry someone like you.
So you couldn't get along with anyone else, huh? And now you want to get back together after we only had 10 years of dating each other?
Well, when trying to date them, nothing ever got anywhere, and everyone would end up saying that they wanted to break up before dumping me. For some reason, we just never could make anything last. But you and I had 10 years together, right? And in your case, I'm the only option you have now, right?
Not happening. Now goodbye forever.
Hey. Don't be so cold to me right now. I know that you're happy deep down that after 5 years, I'm talking to you again.
Huh?
And you happen to be doing well on your own and make some decent money. And even my mom said that it might be worth getting back together with you. So she really wants the two of us back together.
But I don't want to date you whatsoever. You threw me away in the worst way possible, so I'm done playing games with you. Now, never talk to me again. Hey, Veronica! Why are you saying you're not getting back together with my son? This is the perfect chance for a used-up woman like you to find a man that will marry you. Now go back to him and tell him with all your heart that you do want to date him. Huh? Isabel? I'm even letting you know that I'm fine with you marrying my son now. You are a 35-year-old woman now and need to get a grip. I'm telling you that even though you're old, a man is ready to marry you. You shouldn't take this chance for granted. Now hurry up and make up with my boy. Now who the hell do you think you're talking to? Wasn't it you in the first place that made him and I break up? You forced him to believe that marrying me would be awful for him, and so he threw me aside. And now you seek to get me back with him? And back then, I was thinking about my son more than anyone, and that's why I wanted you both to break up. I knew that if he had a baby with a woman over 30, there'd be a chance that the kid would come out defective. What? And when he marries someone, they'll become part of the household, right? Yet you said you wouldn't quit your job to stay at home. You are not only a worthless wife, but a worthless woman, and that's why I told him he could not marry you. then why are you asking me to forgive him and get back together now? I've gained another 5 years now, so that could only mean that I've grown more worthless, right? And right now I'm still working my job that I said I'd never quit. I don't want to let my son get too old without finding someone to make his wife. So to keep that from happening, I guess I'll settle with some grandma marrying him. Huh? I want my son to hurry up and end up with a wonderful wife that I can take advantage of. I want to relax here soon, and I want to have a grandchild as well that I can spoil. I also will need someone here to take care of me instead of my son now that my legs don't work too well. Are you seriously thinking of having me do all of that for you? I really wanted him to have a younger wife, but for some reason or another, my son couldn't make things work with them. I had so many women lined up for him, but he'd always end up getting broken up with. And during that time, I found out I'm sick. And so if I let my son continue to be single, I'll never be able to receive good health care from him. Really? You're sick now, Isabel? There was a tumor discovered in my stomach. But it wasn't cancerous, and so they were able to remove it with a simple surgery. But during that time, I thought about some things. If that were to happen to me again, I'd need someone, even you, to be here to care for me. You also want a grandbaby and for me to take care of you in your later years? Why are all of these things advantages for you and your son? What? You should be happy about all of this as well, right? You're a used item that's in their 30s now, and someone is offering to marry you. All right? Stop trying to carry all of this out and hurry up and marry my son. Then hurry up and have a wedding and get to making me a grandbaby.
Veronica, sorry about yesterday. I didn't take into full consideration of your feelings yesterday. I already know that a single grandma like you is ready to marry someone like me that's offering this chance to you.
Huh?
I was thinking last night why you should end up saying no to my request to get back together with me. And after having that time to think, I finally came to an understanding. There was something you wanted to hear from me first. You wanted me to ask you to go out with me again, right? Like when we first started dating? I'm sure you've been waiting for me to propose to you again as well, huh?
Raymond? Are you sure you're not just thinking of things as being in your favor?
I'm going to propose to you once again, Veronica. Let's you and I get married right now. We've already been together for 10 years, so let's make it official. We may have been far apart for the last 5 years, but our feelings for one another haven't changed, right?
Why do you think that? Nobody has been wanting for you to propose to them right now.
It's fine, Veronica. I already know everything that you want from me. The ring you gave back to me 5 years ago is once again going to be placed on your ring finger.
No. You have zero idea what I want from you right now. I am not going to get back together with you because it's impossible. You threw me out years ago for some other woman, so go back to fishing for another one that might bite at your proposal.
Hey, what's wrong, Veronica? I've been giving you all you wanted, like this proposal, and you've always wanted me to come back to you. So please, let me get back together with you now, and let's get married.
What?
Look, I am so sorry for throwing away those 10 years we had together. But I'm gonna let you marry me now, so thank me later.
I am already married and have 3 kids.
Huh?
I found myself a splendid man to marry, and we've been enjoying one another ever since. And we happen to have 3 kids together, so every day for us is busy. So I'm telling you that I have 0 time to hang out with an idiot like you. And so because of all this, I'm going. This better be the end of any more funny business from you, okay?
What? Wait a minute. What do you mean you're married now? And on top of that, you already have 3 kids?
It's been 5 years now, so we've been going a while. We happened to find each other pretty quickly, and after dating briefly, we got married. And having our 3 kids has made me one happy 35-year-old. Thank goodness I never ended up getting back together with any men that thought it was a good idea to throw me away.
No. There's no way that at all that you're married. Because when you and I broke up, you were already 30 years old. There's no way some old hag could find a man willing to date and marry her.
What does being 30 have to do with me being an old hag? I was able to find myself a man I liked, and after dating a little, we married.
But that's...
I'm sure at your age, if you try hard like I did, you'll find someone that'll marry you. I won't be the one becoming your wife, but there has to be some poor soul out there willing to marry you out of pity. And between you and me, you should find that someone soon so that your mom stays happy.
Shut up! I don't need you worrying about me or my mom. You just stabbed me in the back. You had me with you all that time, and yet you went out and married another man?
Excuse me?
And now you both have kids? Why would you have 3 kids with him, you idiot? I bet they're all disabled in some way. Now you have to take care of 3 poor kids that will end up homeless someday. I'm so happy to hear you live a life of pain and suffering after stabbing me in the back.
What about my life is pain and suffering, Raymond? I have myself a husband and 3 kids that I'm surrounded by and could never ask for more.
He must be some lousy man if he was willing to marry a woman in her 30s then, huh? I bet he's ugly as hell and is without a job right now. Might as well add the term brain dead in there since he somehow let himself have kids with you.
Raymond!
And now you have to share 3 delinquents with him. I bet there's not enough money to go around in your house, and those kids will have to end up being uneducated. But I guess since they're all disabled and dumb, you couldn't teach them anything in the first place. They had to all get the DNA of their brain-dead dad and have an IQ of a monkey.
Hold on! Just because you couldn't marry me and have gone off the deep end doesn't mean you can make fun of my family. I won't forgive childish behavior like that of any kind.
But everything I've said is facts, right? 3 disabled kids? Man, your life must suck now.
I am still working full-time at my job, and compared to 5 years ago, I'm doing a whole lot better. And my husband is doing well himself, running his own company. And because of the wealth we amass, we are able to have and support 3 kids with no problem to our bank.
Huh? He has a company?
We have both worked hard together and made enough money for all 3 of our kids. And as for our kids, they are all so cute and have been doing great when it comes to learning. So this is not the type of family that an idiot child can be making fun of.
Hey, wait. Are you being serious when you say your husband runs his own company?
The company itself is small, but it makes up for that by bringing in large sums of money. Even when things aren't going as great, we have enough from the company to hire a babysitter and some cleaning ladies to take care of the house while him and I relax on vacation.
What?
And I'm no longer going to let you get away with harassing my family's name like that. Before you even think about trying to make fun of another person's family, maybe take a look at what you have and make fun of that. Hi, Veronica. I heard about everything from Raymond. He told me that you seem to still not want to marry him. That's because I'm with another man now and we've been happily married. We also have kids, and so I've never thought of marrying Raymond. What the hell do you mean you're married? You tell that husband of yours to leave you and come back here and marry my son. If you really have to, you can bring your kids along with you. Then I can at least become a grandma with my 3 little grandkids. Please, don't say things like that. You're scaring me. Why would I ever do something like that? I'm being very serious right now. So hurry up and leave him and come marry my baby boy. Even you know that you'd be happier with Raymond. Well, let me ask you this then. A husband that has his own company, or a husband that has nothing but minimum wage, and 3 adorable babies, or a husband that acts like a child? Which one of those paths would you think I'd be more happy with right now? What? You'd probably choose the path that has me with the company-owning millionaire and the 3 adorable babies. And if you choose for me to go with Raymond, can you tell me what the merits of that would be? Ugh! Are you saying that my own baby boy has nothing to offer you as your husband? Oh, so you do understand what I mean. That's exactly what I'm saying, yes. This is not the time to play games with me. Just because you have a decent life there doesn't mean you can turn down marrying my son. Well, if this is how you're going to act, then never mind. I'll give up on you marrying my son, but you have to give me one of your 3 kids. I want him to become my new son. What the absolute frick is wrong with your head, Isabel? I would never even think that giving you one of my kids is okay. Then have your husband introduce my son to some CEO friends that are women. He has to know at least some women that are either CEOs or have parents that are and are loaded. So you have to help him find one of those women for my boy. It's your son that's the problem, Isabel. Nobody wants to marry a child like him. I can see that this is getting nowhere, so I'm leaving. You'd better hurry up, though, you hag. Your clock is ticking, and you still need to find someone that'll marry your son and will give you grandkids and will be willing to take care of your old crippled butt.
What is going on? Your husband? I never knew he was that handsome looking and that swole. How did you end up finding someone like him over me?
Did you happen to run into my husband somewhere?
That guy came to the company I work at today. He was coming looking to become a customer of our company and wanted to introduce himself. I can see that the company he has is on everyone's radar, and the moment he walked in, he was taken right away to my CEO's office.
Wow, that's amazing of him, right?
And during that, I was sitting right there. For a moment, he started talking to me. He told me that he's heard all sorts of stories about me from you. And then he told me that he's glad I broke up with you because she's better off with him.
My gosh, what a man. I can't believe he even thought it was worth it to talk to you.
That jerk just embarrassed me in front of the whole office. And then my boss asked him if he really knew me. And then he took my boss into his office and started telling him all about me. He even brought up you and I dating, and that after 10 years I threw you away. And then followed up by telling him about how I've been trying to marry you. And then he finished by telling my boss how I'm looking for someone to have a baby with and to use help to care for my aging mother. What the hell? And after that, everyone in this office is giving me the cold shoulder.
Dang. I'm glad he's made things more interesting for you.
Nothing is interesting about this, though. Now that everyone knows about what's happened between you and me, I've been getting faces from everyone and nobody wants to talk with me. Why'd you guys do this to me? I don't think I can even go into the office anymore.
Then just quit your job and find someone to marry. I'm sure if you used the time you usually work to start looking for a woman, you'd find one eventually that'll pity marry you. Now I have to get back to my husband so that the 2 of us can start making tacos. And just like that, I never received another text or call from Raymond. And the word around town is that he has still not found himself a woman willing to marry and have babies with him. And I'm sure, due to all the worrying of her son never getting married, Isabel ended up fainting and going to the hospital. But while being admitted to the hospital, she would continue to try and get the nurses to marry her son, and so things ended with her even being kicked out of there. And as for Raymond, even though he's the clown of the office now and nobody wants to talk to him unless it's to laugh at his face, he started to stalk new hires that were women, asking them if they'd like to marry him. Of course, this did not slide, and soon his boss found out and took Raymond into his office and fired him on the spot. I sure can't wait to see what Isabel's reaction will be to something like that. I'm sure she'll be furious, but at this point, she'd better just give up on her son, as I'm pretty sure he's not going to change any of the problems that turn every woman off. As for my family, we're continuing to enjoy every day of our lives together under the same roof. My husband has become huge business partners with the company that Raymond once worked for. And him and the CEO of that company love going out for drinks to talk about how crazy he was. I have to say, I married the right man after learning that he called Raymond out like that. Or, I suppose, exposed him like that in front of literally everyone. It just makes me so happy knowing that I have a man that loves me so much.
Mom, where the hell are you? Hello? Are you out shopping right now? What do you want? What do I want? I told you that I was going to be coming to your house today, right? I'm pretty sure I told you like last month I'd be coming. Oh yeah, that was today, wasn't it? Yeah, I just got to the house and you're not even around right now. Come on, Mom. Where are you right now? I'm over at Ruru's house right now. Wait, what? You're at Roy's house? Hang on, why are you at Roy's house right now? You remember why I was coming today, right? I said that I would be coming by on this weekend specifically because I wanted to bring by my fiancé. I know for a fact that I messaged you about it because I looked back and checked the messages from a month back. Oh, come on, Linda. Don't be so annoying. What did you expect me to do? I just wanted to see my adorable little Ruru. You wanted me to wait for you or something? You're just jealous. I know it. Your younger brother, Ruru, is so much more important to me. I made his favorite apple pie, just like he used to eat when he lived back with his mom. I took so much time and care into making this apple pie. You know how he's always just so busy working at that incredibly big company, right? Unlike you, who's doing Lord knows what. That's why I made a really big pie for him, so that he could eat as much of his favorite pie that he wants whenever he wants. He deserves it, unlike some other people I know. Okay, sure, big man and big company needs his pie, but you promised me that you'd be free today, right? You said it'd be fine for like over a month. Yeah, you don't have to worry about bringing your fiancé by or anything. I don't really care about you or who you marry and whatever. None of that stuff interests me at all. I know that you have no interest in me, Mom. I figured that part out after living with you for a painstaking 18 years. I just wish that you'd at least keep your promise about the whole meeting my life partner. I know you don't really care about my promises, but... What is that attitude, miss? You act like I've made a habit out of not keeping my promises with you. You know that's just not true. You're lying again. Oh, you know I'm not lying. You really do skip out on my promises. Even when I was a student in school, you didn't ever come to my parents' day or anything. I know for sure you never showed up to my parent-teacher conferences. You always made it to Roy's, though. Is that really something that is surprising to you? What's the matter with taking the side of my valuable and adorable son? Unlike you, I want you to know that that boy, who has become a man, has always been better than you. Look at the facts. He was able to find employment at a huge corporation, right? I want you to understand something from my view. I don't have a husband anymore. I'm going to take care of the child that is going to look after me when I get too old to look after myself. And unfortunately for you, that child is definitely not you. You don't have to be so blunt. You don't even have to tell me about your fiancé. I'm pretty sure I remember him. He's that same guy that you used to go out with when you were in high school, right? The one from your clubs? The school that you used to attend is a really cheap private school that pretty much every bum on the street could attend. I don't really feel like I can expect much from your fiancé. Wait, don't you remember, Mom? You were the one that said that I should go to that high school. I didn't even want to attend that school, though. Well, yes, of course I suggested you go to that school. Realistically, I didn't want you attending a private school at all, but I had to make sure that our family looked elegant and classy. I wish you didn't even have to go to high school, to be honest. I had to save up money for Ruru and his tuition going forward. I wanted to set him up so that he had the best chance possible going forward, you know? But then Dad had to say something about how you had to go to at least a low-tier private school because he wanted you to get some form of education, so I had no choice. Yeah? And I remember when that same father passed away, you just yanked away my college tuition. Do you remember how you did that to me? You said that it was rightfully yours to keep, and you even kept all of his inheritance to yourself, which I'm assuming means that you're going to be using it to buy your stupid clothes. You ungrateful little bitch. You should realistically be glad that I decided to pay for even 2 years of your stupid college tuition. What a worthless education. Honestly, even after that, you worked at your silly little part-time job, which I don't even know how you managed, and paid off all your tuition your junior and senior year. You really should have just done that for your freshman and sophomore years too. Then, I might have been able to save more money so that I didn't have to worry about my funds when I started to get old. You know how worried I am? Wait, what are you talking about, Mom? If you didn't ask me for your tuition for your freshman or sophomore years of college, then I would have been able to just add that to the inheritance that your father left behind for me. Then, I would have been able to live a much more comfortable life after I retired and got old. Wait, hang on. You're saying that I'm at fault for you using your husband's inheritance like it was nothing? I think that speaks way more to your character flaws than mine. Maybe if you had actually planned to use of your money more carefully, you would still have more money. What? How dare you speak to your mother like that? This is exactly why I hate people like you. You aren't thankful at all for someone who raised you, even when they didn't want you to begin with. Ruru is so much kinder to his mother than you are and takes much greater care of her. Okay, Mom. Whatever. You're telling me that you're not interested in talking to my fiancé, right? You're not even going to say hello? Yeah, nope. Not interested. I'm not interested in some broke girl and some random man she picked up off the street getting married. You seriously are such a pain in the butt. The least you could have done as a daughter is to find some fine young man with a lot of money so that you could help me live comfortably. If you want to live so comfortably, which I know actually means more lavishly, why don't you just go find a place to work yourself, Mom? And do you mind explaining to me why the hell I have to work for myself when I've worked so hard raising you? I put my heart and soul into raising you and your brother, so it's only common sense for you and your younger brother to be taking care of me once I'm too old to take care of myself. Do you really believe in any of that crap that you're saying right now? I mean, seriously? Yeah, you're my kids. It's totally common sense that as kids you have to come back and take care of your parents. Honestly though, you don't have to come back at all. You just go ahead and send me money consistently. I'm gonna be living with Ruru since he's actually smart and kind, unlike you. Wait, you're going to live with Roy? Yeah, I'm gonna sell the house that we live in now, and I'm gonna be moving over to the big apartment that Ruru lives in. I've always wanted to live with Ruru, so I think it all works out for the best. I'll tell you what, I'll let everything go if you just send me, let's say, $1,000 a month. What are you talking about, let everything go? What do you need to let go? And what? $1,000 a month? I'm saying I don't care about anything as long as you just pay me my $1,000 a month. It's not like I want to ever live with someone like you anyway, so don't worry about it. Honestly, all you need to do is just pay me, okay? Just as a thank you for me and everything I've done for you. Are we done here now? I'm gonna be going out with Ruru now, so yeah. Yeah, I think both of us have decided that there is almost no point in us waiting here at all. To be honest, I don't think there's any point in us seeing you even if you did show up, so we're gonna leave too.
Hey sis, I heard you came by yesterday to introduce your fiancé, right? I'm so sorry. I didn't know anything about it. She told me something about it, and I told her to go home immediately. Of course, you know, Mom being Mom, she wouldn't listen to me at all. I told her as best I could to at least go say hi to your fiancé, but I'm sorry. I really didn't know.
Oh, it's okay, Roy. I know you didn't know. I'm used to this at this point, and I don't ever blame you for her shenanigans. Besides, I know she's been bothering you too. She probably just went to your house out of the blue and knocked on your door without ever telling you she was going, right?
Yeah, how did you know? I was seriously surprised when she was knocking at my door. And here's the kicker too. She somehow had a spare key to my house. Can you believe that crap, sis?
A spare key?
Yeah, my girlfriend was staying over at my house from the day before yesterday too. We were supposed to relax and watch movies at my place over the weekend, but of course, once Mom showed up, all of those plans got thrown out the window too.
Wait, you're telling me that your girlfriend was staying over at your place and Mom decided that she would just show up herself and stay?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the look my girlfriend gave me when we heard her open the door with her spare key. Both of us had goosebumps. We were so scared.
What the hell?
Yeah, well, apparently she decided that she would help herself to my spare key when she came over to my house before, so yeah.
Wait, was your girlfriend okay? I know that she was pretty much very unaccepting of any and all women that ever came close to you, right? She just didn't like them being near you at all.
Yeah, she was trying to say something about her as an added bonus to breaking into my house. So I told her to leave real quick. You have no idea how much I had to apologize after that.
Well then, I guess you could say that both ends of that stick were pretty shitty, huh?
I've been wanting to ask you, but don't you think that she's kind of leveled up after Dad passed away?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, but you realize that she told me the other day when she ghosted me that she wanted me to pay her $1,000 a month, right? Just like a gesture of good faith for raising us.
Wait, what? Why would you do that?
Well, according to her plans going forward in life, she's going to be selling the house that she lives in right now, and she's going to be moving herself into your apartment. She's going to have her adorable, amazing son, you, take care of her when she gets too old to take care of herself. Oh, and she wants me to fund all of this by sending her at least $1,000 a month.
Wait, hold on. Live in my house? I didn't hear anything about that. What the hell? I cannot have her live in the same house as me.
Yeah, I kind of figured you didn't know about it when she said that. I'm sure she was just saying that because she felt like she wanted to brag about how swell you two are to me, but I really didn't expect myself to be spot on about my hunch.
I'm going to be coming up on my lease expiration date for my apartment real soon. I was actually considering that after the lease ends, I would move in with my girlfriend. I definitely don't want her to get in the way of my life either. And what the hell is she talking about? Me taking care of her? She's gotta have the money that Dad left behind, right? I'm sure that's more than enough for her to live comfortably.
Oh, she's already spent most of that money already. I'm pretty sure she's coming up on being bankrupt soon.
Wait, what? But there's so much money in Dad's inheritance, right? And she even told us that we needed to not expect any kind of inheritance either, just so that she could take on all the inheritance. She kept all that to herself.
Oh, come on, Roy. You really think the woman has any kind of idea how to spend money responsibly?
I mean...
Honestly, she keeps talking about how much we owe her or how much I should want to repay her for everything that she's ever done for me, but I don't feel like I owe her anything. I really feel like I've done more than enough to repay her for whatever she's done.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You know that recently she figured out how to use my credit card information online, right? She's been doing a shopping spree on Amazon. It's literally insane.
Wait, you too?
Oh, so she's been using your card too? Oh my god, that woman's shame knows no bounds.
Yeah, when I went back to our parents' house because it was our dad's day of passing. I'm 99% sure that she probably looked at my credit card information when I wasn't looking and copied it down somewhere on her notepad.
You've gotta be kidding me.
You know what she said when I asked her to stop? She started complaining. She said that you've already forgot all of the money that I've spent on you growing up. When I think about the fact that I have to be family with her for the rest of my life, I'm not sure that I can keep up. That was probably one of the moments where I was almost sure that I would have to completely cut ties with her.
Oh, trust me, you're not the only one. I've been thinking about it every day. She keeps bringing me her damned apple pie too. I don't even really love that apple pie, and it's mediocre at best. And it's always massive, at least make the pie a reasonable size, you know? There's no way I finish eating that in time. It's really kind, but at the same time, you're just being annoying. I'll have to think of something to deal with her too.
Oh yeah, Kinda switching topics real quick, but would it be alright if I go ahead and send you the wedding invitations?
Oh, you guys have already picked out a venue?
Yeah, we kinda just went with it and chose it yesterday.
Hey, so about that, would it be alright if I take my girlfriend to your wedding as well? It would be really cool.
I mean, hey, if she's interested in going, then yeah, by all means. Please bring her along too. But are you sure she's okay with it?
She works in the same company as me. She's in the secretarial department, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay then, sure. I'll send out my wedding invitations for you too, okay? Be sure to hand her hers too.
Thanks, sis.
Oh, and about both of our families meeting up with each other to get to know each other, I'll let you know when we decide on a date for everyone to be able to say hi. I'm pretty sure Mom won't ever make the time of day to come say hi, but...
Yeah, you're probably right. I'll be saying hi to them on behalf of your mom and dad, alright? If that's cool with you anyway.
Yeah, you have no idea how great it is to have a younger brother who knows how to handle himself. You're a lifesaver. Thank you. Alright, I'll message you again when everything is set in stone. Go ahead and let your girlfriend know too. You realize that I'm literally your mother. How dare you? You chased your own mother out of your wedding? I did not raise my daughter to be this kind of terrible person. What were you thinking? No. I want you to tell me what the hell you were thinking, Mom. Are you being serious right now? You showed up to your own daughter's wedding in funeral attire. What are you smoking? Oh, come on. It was perfect for this sort of wedding, don't you think? I think I outdid myself. That terrible wedding with no taste or any kind of class at all. Did you see how puny it was? I would be so out of place wearing a very nice dress. Chic funeral garb is more than appropriate for a tiny little wedding like that. I really cannot believe the audacity that you have wearing funeral attire to a wedding. You need to stop this right now. That's why I said you need to leave the wedding immediately. You're seriously one of the most rotten people that I know. How could you chase your own mother out of your wedding? You come back and you open these doors to the wedding right this minute. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be letting you take any part of this wedding in that funeral outfit. Oh my gosh, did you not hear what I said? This tiny little puny wedding, it doesn't matter what I wear, it's all the same. This is a great wedding venue, and a great wedding is currently taking place right now. There are almost no guests that showed up to your wedding as well. I don't think I saw more than 20 people. I don't think you can look forward to many people being at your baby shower and giving you gifts. Are you some kind of stupid? The whole point of these weddings is to invite as many people as you can that have nothing to do with anything and make sure that you are able to make up your losses with gifts. Oh please, like you're ever going to be coming here and gifting us anything? You have no intention of celebrating our wedding. Well, yeah, I'm your mother. I should be able to do everything with you for free, don't you understand? I'm actually at a loss for words. You're gonna suddenly start acting like you're some fancy mother that loves her daughter when you didn't even come to the family meeting. And besides, we haven't even invited people except people who are actually relatives in our families. There are no extra guests at this wedding. You realize the endless list of people we would have to invite if we started inviting people who aren't relatives? You need to invite more than enough people to make up your losses. Now, you're barely going to be able to make up like half the amount because you didn't invite any extras. I was actually planning on taking all of the extra earnings that you made, and you've gone and ruined it. Wait, what? You were going to take all of it? What the hell are you talking about? I mean, look at the size of the wedding venue. It's so tiny and I'm sure it's super cheap too. Honestly, it's just screaming budget friendly, and I mistook it for a funeral. Funeral attire is perfect for this. You really don't know who my husband is, do you? Huh? I mean, yeah, how would you know? It's not like you came to the family meeting like I asked you to. Then, you would have known. Actually, come to think of it, you didn't even take the time out of your day to come say hi to him before that. It's just your stupid boyfriend from high school, right? Your classmate or something. Yeah, he is my high school sweetheart, you're right. But you know something else? I never said anything about him being from the same school as me. That was something that you just kept saying. What? What are you talking about, Linda? Yeah, when I was going to after-school tutoring because Dad suggested that I go for college entrance exams. I met someone who was in the same grade as me. He's actually from a different high school. Yeah, I don't really care. These details are all unimportant. No matter, that man only holds a wedding this tiny, which means that he's also tiny in more ways than one. He's absolutely poor, without a doubt. Okay, I guess you're right, Mom, if that's what your definition of poor is. But to me, the heir to a giant corporation is not even close to the definition of poor. Wait, what? The heir to a giant corporation? Yeah, he's the son of a giant corporation's president. He works there as the runner-up for the next president. You know that really big company that your Ruru works at? Wait, he's the boss of Ruru? That's what I meant by there is literally no end to all of this when we start inviting people that aren't relatives. We made sure it was only relatives at this wedding. Wait, hang on just a second. What are you talking about, Ruru's boss? What the hell are you talking about? Okay, do you understand that your son works at a really big corporation? Well, the president of that really big corporation is going to be my father-in-law. Are you starting to get the picture? The next president is my husband. And if you look at the chain of command, my husband is Roy's boss. They actually work together in the same department. They're very familiar with each other. You've got to be kidding me right now, right? At first, I thought it was just a joke, too, but eventually I believed him. Who would have thunk that my own younger brother's boss would be my boyfriend? So you're telling me that your husband is really the heir to a giant corporation? Yeah, but you know, I guess the heir to that corporation, your son's boss, is just a regular broke hobo. To me, I think that this man is incredible and hardworking. Not many people can achieve what he has. Wait, hang on a second. So you're telling me that you have successfully married into a lot of money? I mean, yeah, I guess most people would say that, but I don't know about you. Oh my god, what an incredible daughter I have! I'm so proud of you, sweetie! Now my life is going to be secured and safe too! Hang on though, Mom. I'm sorry to break this news to you like this, but I'm going to be cutting all ties with you. What did you just say to me? I know that you want to use my position as the wife of an heir and Roy working as his high corporate job so that you just get to do nothing and funnel all that sweet, sweet money my way. But I'm not going to let that fly. I'm sorry, but no. That's why we're both going to be cutting all ties with you. You will not be family with us anymore. Wait, what do you mean both? Anyway, I've got to go now because the wedding's about to start. I don't have time for you. Wait, you just hang on a second, young lady. Oh, by the way, I've already told the wedding staff that they shouldn't let you back into the wedding venue and that they know all about you, so yeah. You're not going to be getting back into the wedding, no exceptions at all. I don't think it matters how much money you pay to who, you're not going to be able to find your way back in here. How could you possibly have a wedding where you don't even have the bride's parents attending? It's alright, I don't have my parents, but I have a very kind and strong younger brother. You hang on! You need to answer your damn phone, young lady! Stop ignoring me! What the hell is going on? I'm about to go on my honeymoon soon. You know that, right? I don't have time. Who the hell do you think you're talking to right now? You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say that you should be asking yourself that same exact question. I don't care about your stupid quips. I need to know where the hell Ruru is. Roy isn't around? I went to Roy's apartment and tried to let myself in as usual, but I couldn't get in. So I asked the security and they said that Roy didn't renew his lease. Yeah, that's because Roy has already moved out. What the hell did you just say? Yeah, he moved the day before the wedding ceremony. He didn't tell you? You remember that girlfriend that he brought to the wedding? Yeah, he moved with her. He says that he's gonna be living with her now. And he didn't like his old apartment because, you know, it was meant for someone who was single. So he said that he was gonna find a bigger place with enough space for the two people. Why the hell wasn't I informed about any of this? What in God's name is going on? I told you that both of us are gonna cut ties. In case you didn't know, by both of us, I meant Roy and I. You're lying. I know you're lying. If he tells you where he lives now, you're gonna suddenly show up at his house unannounced on the weekend and he won't be able to actually relax on his days off. You start leaving behind giant apple pies that he doesn't even want to begin with. And the best part is that you take out the spare key without asking. You even use his credit card without asking him at all, and he kept asking you to stop. He said something along the lines of, "When she's around, she literally drains the soul and freedom from me."
What is wrong with a concerned mother going to check in on her son? That's a totally normal thing to do.
Yeah, you know that both Roy and I aren't exactly ages where you should be referring to us with baby names, right? You're just using your status as ex-mom, to try to get closer to Roy and I so that you can try to gather as many resources as you can, right? Are you not ashamed or embarrassed that you're using your own child's credit card to buy crap online? And my gosh, the things you're buying.
I'm letting him repay me.
Yeah, I think both of us have done plenty of that. We're both going to stop being your children now. Sorry, we're both out. Lucky for you, you haven't sold your house yet, I hope, and you're still at a good age to where you can work. I know you have more than enough energy to flip some burgers, right? You are giving the wedding doors a good kicking. You should just work hard so that you can earn your own money for your own food. You know all that money that Dad left behind that you used up in the blink of an eye? The important inheritance that you kept to yourself? Take this as your chance to really find out how much time and effort Dad put into his job to earn all of that money. Then, maybe you'll actually find an appreciation for hard work.
I don't want to start working now. I don't want to live a life that's so poor and boring and mundane. I want to live a lavish life.
You know, I don't know about living a boring life and being poor, but I think that's totally up to you. If you decide to work, then you can probably get a good amount of money saved up.
Ruru should be living with me, his mother, his flesh and blood, not some random woman that he picked up off the side of the street. I'm special, not her.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I actually spoke to her before the wedding. She works over at the secretarial department in a massive corporation. I'm pretty sure she's a clever woman and she's very worthy of Roy. They're good for each other.
Secretarial department?
Yeah, they apparently met at the company. I don't work in the same company as my husband, so I really felt a little jealous about the whole thing. You should hear the story about how they met and started dating. Oh well, it doesn't matter because I don't work anymore. I retired and I'm going to be a stay-at-home wife.
Wait, so you're telling me that Ruru's girlfriend also works at a giant corporation like he does? That means that she must be making a really good amount of money, right?
Oh, here we go again. Are you trying to get more money?
I was planning on living with Ruru for the rest of my life, but, you know, now that I think about it, I guess I'm okay with living with them. I need them to get married so that all three of us can live together and they can fund me.
Yeah, that's not happening. I spoke to Roy, and Roy has zero interest in ever living with you from now on. I don't know where you got that idea. Also, I'm pretty sure that he's definitely not going to be telling you about him getting married, if they get married.
What? Why the hell not?
I mean, why would he? You literally showed up at my wedding in funeral attire, and then didn't regret it.
I mean,
I'll let you in on a secret. I really didn't like that. I found it hurtful. It seems like you were never interested in my wedding anyway. Not that I'm really surprised by that. To be honest, it's not like you were ever interested in me as a human being either. Don't worry though, I'll let you go, Mom. You can feel free to do as you like without forcing yourself near me. I'm not going to be forcing myself to have to spend time around you when all you do is be toxic around me.
Now you just hang on a second.
You know, Roy and I are actually incredibly thankful that you have given birth to us. Thank you for going through a painful labor to bring us into this world. But I think that from here on out, we all need to just go on our ways. Well, you specifically need to go on your way, and we'll go on our own way, together. I think that's just what's best for all of us right now. So let's just end it right here.
Hang on just a second. Okay, I have a great idea. I'm okay with living with you for the rest of my life too. I'll sell the house that Dad left behind for me so that I have a little bit of money. Then I can live with you and your husband. I'll even take great care of the grandkids too. If you ever have kids, I swear, I'll babysit them.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no thanks.
No, I can't have you turn me down.
I want you to keep living life alone from now on, Mom. Understand that this is what happens when you push people away.
You've already stopped all of my credit cards too? Why would you do such a thing? Whose money am I supposed to spend from now on if I want a new bag?
Your own money?
I am telling you, I don't want to work. Oh my gosh, you're such an idiot.
You know, if you weren't so picky about where you want to work, there's plenty of places hiring. And besides, with how much energy you have, I don't think you'll ever get sick or too tired from working. You've got a lot of kick, I'll tell ya.
Linda, I need you to keep talking to me because this is where you really need to take care of your parents.
Oh crap, I think it's my boarding call. I gotta go now, so I guess this is my goodbye.
Wait, just hang on a second. Are you just going to abandon your mother like that? How dare you? I can't get in touch with Ruru at all. I keep messaging and calling him and he just won't answer. You managed to marry into so much money and I don't get to see any of that money? I don't want this. I don't like this at all. I don't want to be thrown away by my own son and daughter.
Both Roy and I blocked every single point of contact that we could think of and proceeded to delete her information from our contact list. We were sure to block her on every outlet and every piece of social media that we could think of. Apparently, Mom did just randomly show up at the company that my younger brother and my husband work at, but, you know, it's a giant company. The security there was incredibly tight and they managed to catch her early. They had her politely escorted back out of the building to go home. At the moment, my mother is working hard, trying to find where we live. She needed money to exist, so she's apparently working at a supermarket near the house she lives at. She's always complaining to her coworkers about how she shouldn't be working at her age. All of the other coworkers who are younger than her don't like her. They're all avoiding her because they know that she's a toxic woman and the bosses are constantly chewing her out for her poor performance at work.